Hello, my name is Brittany O'Melia. I will be doing my project on the Deepwater Horizon oil spill or the Macondo oil well. We will start in 2008. In 2008, BP paid over $34 million to Mineral Manager Services for an exclusive lease to drill in the Mississippi Canyon Block 252. Now, BP had originally budgeted $96.2 million in 51 days to complete the project. BP's goal was to drill 20,200 feet below sea level to learn more about the geology of the area. This was the deepest that BP had ever dug before. Now, in order to fully understand this case, we must first understand how oil is created and the important parts of this oil rig. Oil is created by organic matter that has been exposed to extreme heat and pressure for many, many years. Some organic matter has been exposed for over 300 million years. This makes oil very special and very crucial in supply and demand times. The important parts of this oil rig are the casings, the centralizers, and the cement. Casings help control the pressure of the oil rig. They also help block out or exclude anything from entering the pipes or compromising the pressure of the oil rig. The cement helps secure the casings. If the cement and the casings are installed properly, this helps to control the pressure. Now, if there's a path that leads to the surface, hydrocarbons create a tar pit. If the path is blocked, then the hydrocarbons create a pay zone. Pay zones are good. This is where the oil and petroleum live. Now we will fast forward to April 15, 2010, just 5 days before the explosion. At this point, BP was 45 days over and $90 million over their budget. As I had mentioned before, BP had already invested a lot into this oil rig. Now, just 5 days before the oil explosion, BP realized they would need 21 more centralizers to help stabilize the rig. This was time and money that BP did not have. They knew it would take 18 hours just to lower one tool, such as a drill bit, to the bottom of the rig. In addition, they had installed the wrong cement that did not properly secure the casings for the oil rig. Within 24 hours, they changed a plan for the oil rig 3 times. On the day of the explosion, there was a test that needed to be run to see if the well was cemented properly, but the BP contractor decided to skip the test. Now, I mentioned before that if the casings and cement is properly installed, this would help control the pressure. This test would cost $100,000 and required 1 month of remedial work if any problems were found. And it could cost up to $30 million to repair these, especially if an uneven cement job was found. Now, at 7:30 on the day of the explosion, a BP contractor arrived at the well. A Schlumberger, or oil field service contractor, advised the BP contractor of the rising pressure, and he wanted to kill the well or stop drilling. The BP contractor refused to stop or kill the well and left the well shortly after. At 5:45 p.m., the well, or shortly after the well exploded. Now, the ethical issues in this case are the cement, the casings, and the centralizers. BP did not install the centralizers when they knew that 21 more centralizers would be needed to stabilize the rig. The casings were not properly secured because the correct cement was not used. This compromised the safety of the oil rig. However, there was no government or federal employees that were checking on the oil rig to make sure every rule or law was being followed. Now, when the oil rig exploded, it it affected many lives. 11 men were killed and many were injured. In addition, we are still finding out how the oil explosion has affected many lives. Marine lives was one of the lives that were affected. It affected marine life biologically. Many generations of marine life are still having effects of the oil or consuming oil today. When the oil rig exploded, many fishermen lost their jobs. They could not afford to pay their house payment, their boat payment, feed their families, and this caused hardship for many Americans or fishermen across the United States. Had BP followed the laws and the rules or installed the centralizers or the proper cement, the explosion might not have occurred. However, they chose to unethically continue the oil rig process and compromise the safety of the rig and the lives of many.